Hello, this is Tony Heller from RealClimateScience.com, setting the record straight about climate. Now would be a good time to start planning your underwater vacation to the Maldives. In 1988, experts predicted that the Maldives would be completely underwater within 30 years, and that they would run out of drinking water by the year 1992. And in 2009, the president of the Maldives held an underwater cabinet meeting. He wanted people to believe that his country was going to drown unless the rest of the world gave up their fossil fuels and plane travel. This is kind of an odd stance for a country whose economy depends entirely on tourism. I suspect that what President Nasheed was trying to do was extort climate guilt money out of Western countries. In response to President Nasheed's stunt, Dr. Niels Axis Morner from the University of Stockholm wrote this letter. Mr. President, you have recently held an undersea cabinet meeting to raise awareness of the idea that global sea level is rising and hence threatens to drown the Maldives. This proposition is not founded in observational facts and true scientific judgments. Therefore, I am most surprised at your action and must protest its intended message. In 2001, when our research group found overwhelming evidence that sea level was by no means in a rising mode in the Maldives, but had remained quite stable for the past 30 years, I thought it would not be respectful to the fine people of the Maldives if I were to return home and present our results in international fora. Therefore, I announced this happy news during an interview for your local TV station. However, your predecessor as president censored and stopped the broadcast. When you became president, I was hoping both for democracy and for dialogue. However, I've written to you twice without reply. Your people ought not to have to suffer a constant claim that there is no future for them on their own islands. So, Mr. President, when you ignore available observational facts, refuse a normal democratic dialogue, and continue to menace your people with the imaginary threat of a disastrous flooding already in progress, I think you're doing a serious mistake. I don't think Dr. Morner, who's one of the world's leading experts on sea level, could have explained the situation any more clearly. Climate alarmism depends on misinformation and censorship. The Maldives were supposed to be underwater 2 years ago, but this is what it looked like earlier today. There's going to be 13 new resorts opening in the Maldives this year, which is pretty amazing considering the country is supposed to be underwater. The Saudis recently invested $10 billion in the Maldives. That seems like an odd investment for a country which is underwater. Anyway, now would be a good time for you to plan your underwater Maldives vacation. People of the Maldives are still very worried about global warming. This was their Earth Hour celebration last year. They've written in the sand, "Switch off." After taking your long-haul flight to the Maldives, you can switch off the electricity for an hour to virtue signal about the climate. The comedy never ends from climate alarmists. Visit Toto on the web at RealClimateScience.com. He's been pulling back the curtain on junk science and propaganda for a long time.